From getting booted out from a record label to launching his own, from being hailed as one of the most influential artists of his time to facing serious allegations, including the shocking downfall of certain stars, and ultimately landing in hot water with an arrest.
Music mogul Sean Diddy Combs has been arrested by federal agents.
P. Diddy's career has been a roller coaster ride of wild highs and devastating lows. So when did this dramatic decline begin? Join us as we dive into all the juicy details. Here we go, get ready for the rise and fall of P. Diddy. There are so many things coming to light at this time, old and new, and we're gonna go through a lot of them in this tape. For example, old videos with Justin Bieber that are super strange to watch now, times that Diddy has given us hints to his antics. Let's dive in. Sean Diddy Combs began his career in the 90s as an intern for Uptown Records after dropping out of Howard University.
Unforgivable, I'ma push your limits to the test. Your pulsating, your heart is beating out of your chest.
He worked his way up to become a talent director at the label and went on to develop artists Joe Desi and Mary J. Blige. After he was fired from the label in 1993, he decided to venture out to create his own label, Bad Boy Records. Under his leadership, he catapulted his own musical career in addition to several other big names, including Faith Evans, Machine Gun Kelly, Notorious B.I.G., and more. Though Diddy has made a name for himself as a savvy businessman, his journey hasn't been without its fair share of mess, including legal troubles, mistreatment allegations, and more.
Sean Diddy Combs has been arrested in New York City.
While he was at Uptown Records, he co-headlined a charity concert with Heavy D at City College of New York. Unfortunately, the event was oversold, resulting in a crazy stampede that claimed 9 lives. Remarkably, no charges were ever filed in connection with this incident. Following his departure from Uptown, Diddy entered a joint venture deal with Arista Records to create Bad Boy Records. His first major client was Notorious B.I.G., who he brought over from Uptown.
That's how most of these so-called gangsters pass.
That same year, Diddy founded his label. He also welcomed his first child, son Justin, with ex Misa Hilton. 1 year after this, Diddy began dating Kim Porter and adopted her son Quincy from a previous relationship. Under the stage name Puff Daddy, Diddy dropped his debut single, Can't Nobody Hold Me Down, which became his first #1 song on the Billboard Hot 100. Following the track's success, he released his debut album, No Way Out. The album included several of Diddy's most successful songs, such as It's All About the Benjamins, Been Around the World, Victory, and I'll Be Missing You, which was a tribute to Notorious B.I.G., whose life was taken earlier that year. Diddy got his first Grammy win when he took home trophies for Best Rap Album and Best Rap Performance by a duo or group for I'll Be Missing You. The same year, he also started his Sean John clothing line and welcomed son Christian, who goes by the stage name King Combs, with Kim Porter. In 1999, Diddy was charged with the mess that happened with Interscope Records executive Steve Stout, who managed Nas. The pair got into a disagreement over Nas's music video for his song Hate Me Now, which Diddy was featured on, and Diddy mistreated Steve. Steve sued Diddy and received a $500,000 out-of-court settlement. Diddy also pled guilty and was sentenced to spend 1 day in an anger management class. That same year, Diddy also began a brief romance with Jennifer Lopez. While the couple was out of the club in New York City, bang-bangs broke out after Diddy got into an argument with another dude at the venue. Diddy was charged with 4 bang-bang charges and was trying to persuade his driver with money, Wardell Fenderson, to claim ownership of his bang-bang. The case went to trial and Diddy was found not guilty on all charges. Diddy decided to change his name from Puff Daddy to P. Diddy. He also ended Bad Boy's distribution deal with Arista Records. Diddy was also charged with driving with a suspended license in Florida. He was released moments later after he signed a promise to return for a court appearance. Following the success of I'll Be Missing You, Sting sued Diddy for royalties after the rapper used the Police's Every Breath You Take as a sample without permission. Sting won the case and received 100% of the song's royalties, with payments reportedly going until 2053. In 2005, 4 years after his first name change, Diddy announced that he was no longer going to be going by P. Diddy and would be known as Diddy from then on. Kim Porter and Diddy expanded their family with twins Delilah and Jesse. 5 months after Kim gave birth, Diddy father-daughter chance with ex Sarah Chapman. He took legal responsibility for his daughter the following year. Porter and Diddy called it quits shortly after that. In 2007, following his breakup from Kim Porter, Diddy began dating Cassie, real name Cassandra Ventura, who signed to his record label. In 2015, Diddy was arrested after an incident with his son's football coach at UCLA. The charges were later dropped due to lack of evidence. In 2017, Diddy announced that he would now be going by the name Love. This name didn't catch on at all with fans, and when he realized that, he said he was just joking. In 2018, Kim Porter died of pneumonia at the age of 47. Despite being broken up, the pair were apparently on good terms. Diddy delivered a eulogy at her funeral saying, "She was my friend first, she was my confidant, she was like my guidance, still is. I was just open, we fell in love, and honestly, her love was too much for me to handle. It was a lot to handle, to take in." Now, just to dive into the rumors, a lot of people are saying that Diddy had Kim taken out because she was about to release a tell-all about Diddy that he did not want getting out. A few weeks before she passed away, a political figure's wife reportedly saw her and didn't seem to view Diddy in a favorable light. She had major concerns. So it's not a stretch to think that Diddy might have had some involvement. That same year, Diddy and Cassie called it quits after 11 years of dating. Cassie went through so much at a young age during her relationship with Diddy. Another wild fact about Diddy that is getting brought to light again would be that when they were dating, Kid Cudi was interested in Cassie and he let it be known. Diddy got word of this and it wasn't pretty. In Cassie's lawsuit against Diddy, she stated that Diddy kept talking about blowing up Kid Cudi's car, and shortly after that, his car allegedly exploded in the driveway of his residence, and this took place in 2012. Diddy wanted to send a message to Kid Cudi, and he told Cassie that he wanted to make sure he was home with his friends when it happened. When Kid Cudi was asked about this, he responded with, "It's true." The following year, Diddy dressed up as a Joker who has an iconic clip blowing up a building and walking away. A lot of people think that Diddy was throwing hints at us that he was in fact the person that blew up Kid Cudi's car, and he likened himself to the Joker. Because Diddy felt so untouchable, he was casually laughing in our faces and doing things in public to make fun of the fact that he was getting away with all this stuff. His interview with Conan O'Brien was Diddy throwing huge hints at us about what he was really doing in his day-to-day life. An old video of Diddy giving Conan O'Brien advice on how to lock women up at parties surfaced again, and it's not looking good. When Diddy and the host of the Late Night with Conan O'Brien got together in 2002, they discussed Diddy's extravagant parties in detail. First to bring up the subject was Conan, who joked that he plays Paul Anka at gatherings and cracks out the cheese whiz, but nobody ever stops by. Confidently speaking, Diddy told Conan he was doing everything wrong before supplying a list of party necessities. In his opening remarks, Diddy stressed the significance of ensnaring beautiful women and beautiful men for the ladies. Diddy added that you should have water and drinks because many women drink water at parties and they will leave if you don't have it. Then the real deal arrived. Diddy claimed that having locks on the doors was necessary to keep women at his parties. The instant response from Conan was, "Okay, this is starting to not sound good now." Diddy answered excitedly saying, "It's a little weird." Diddy then talked about keeping his parties hot and causing a sweat. Another time that Diddy blatantly threw in our face what he was doing was when him and Justin Bieber were seen in a video together when Justin was just 15 years old. Many people are uneasy after seeing the video, which shows Diddy with a very young Justin Bieber. In the video, Diddy is heard stating that Justin Bieber and his friends were having a time of their lives and that Bieber was having 48 hours with Diddy. In the video, Diddy continues, "Where we hang out and what we do and we can't really discuss, but it's definitely a 15-year-old's dream." After watching this video with the recent allegations that came out, it definitely turned my stomach. Poor Justin has dropped hints about things that have happened to him, such as an interview where he said he wants to protect Billie Eilish from experiencing anything that he had to experience. In 2022, Diddy welcomed daughter Love with Dana Tran, making him a father of 7. In November 2023, Cassie filed a lawsuit against Diddy, accusing her ex of many different things. Diddy denied everything and swore by his innocence. Shortly after the filing, the pair reached a settlement. Following the allegations, Diddy stepped down as the chairman of his music television network, Revolt. Diddy's home in Los Angeles and Miami were raided by the Department of Homeland Security in connection with a federal investigation in 2024. During the LA raid, his sons Justin and King were reportedly detained at the scene, according to TMZ. In May 2024, CNN released 2016 security footage of Diddy mistreating Cassie in such a way that people can't seem to get past. If you haven't seen it, I highly recommend do not watch it. It's not for the faint of heart. He couldn't talk his way out of it when the video proof came out. He then tried to apologize the next day via video, but people were soon wising up to the fact that he wasn't innocent at all. 1 week later, Diddy was accused by model Kristen McKinney in a new lawsuit. According to documents obtained by TMZ, the model alleged after meeting in 2003, Diddy did some things that were just unacceptable. On September 16, 2024, Diddy was arrested in New York City and taken into custody. 1 day later, the music mogul was caught on charges. Diddy's attorney told US Weekly in a statement after the arrest, "He is an imperfect person, but he is not a criminal." To his credit, Mr. Combs has been nothing but cooperative to this investigation, and he voluntarily relocated to New York last week in anticipation of these charges. Please reserve your judgment until you have all the facts. These are the acts of an innocent man with nothing to hide, and he looks forward to clearing his name in court. So what do you guys think? This is crazy what's happening with Diddy. Who would have thought all of this stuff would have come out? And now he's in prison and he's probably going away for a very long time. What did I miss in this video? Let us know in the comments. We read all of them. I'm your host, Jessica Chin King. I hope you have a fabulous day.